Imagine a time long, long ago. A time before the world as we know it existed, before the stars twinkled in the night sky, and before the sun rose to bring light to the day. Before there was light or dark, there was nothing. An endless expanse of void, a cosmic emptiness that stretched infinitely in all directions. Just a big, empty space. This was the very beginning. A time when the universe was a blank canvas, waiting for the first brushstrokes of creation. No sun, no moon, no twinkling stars. Just silence and emptiness. The universe was a void, a place of stillness and potential. Then, from this nothingness, came the Kamuy. These were not ordinary beings, but powerful spirits, ancient and eternal. These were powerful spirits, as old as time itself. They emerged from the void, bringing with them a mysterious energy that pulsed and vibrated. They came from the void, filled with a mysterious energy. This energy was the essence of creation, a force that could shape and transform. The Kamuy were super strong. They could change into animals, plants, or even the weather. Their power was limitless, their forms ever-changing. The empty space vibrated with their energy. The Kamuy couldn't stay still. They moved and shifted, their energy creating ripples in the void. Their power needed a purpose. They looked at the nothingness and felt something inside them. A desire to create, to bring life to the emptiness. They wanted to create, to build, to bring life to the emptiness. And so they began to shape the void, to fill it with light and life, to transform the nothingness into a vibrant living universe. Kandakoro Kamuy was the strongest of all the Kamuy. He was the creator, the one who would build the world. Kandakoro Kamuy looked at the void. He saw that it could become something amazing. He had a great idea. He reached into the swirling void. He pulled out a handful of its magical essence. He shaped it, whispering ancient, powerful words. The essence listened, swirling and growing bigger. The void rippled as Kandakoro worked. Its energy answered his call, ready to become something real. He sang a creation song, a melody that filled the emptiness, and the void listened carefully. With every word of Kandakoro Kamuy's song, the world started to form. His voice echoed through the void, each note a brushstroke on the canvas of existence. The melody was ancient, resonating with the power of creation itself. The stuff in his hands grew bigger and bigger. It was as if the very essence of life was being molded and shaped by his divine touch. The clay transformed, sprouting life and forming intricate patterns that would become the foundation of the world. It became a giant spinning ball. This sphere, teeming with potential, began to rotate, marking the passage of time. The cosmic dance had begun, and with it the rhythm of day and night, the cycles of seasons. This, he said, would be the Earth. A place of boundless beauty and diversity, where life would flourish in countless forms. He envisioned vast landscapes from towering mountains to deep valleys, each teeming with life. He lifted the earth up high, making the sky. The sky, a vast expanse of blue, would be the dome under which all life would thrive. It was a canvas for the sun, moon, and stars, a stage for the celestial dance. From his own bright light, Kandakoro Kamuy made the sun, warming and lighting the world. The sun's rays brought life and energy, nurturing the plants and creatures that would inhabit this new world. Then, from the shadows he made the moon, its soft glow a gentle contrast to the sun. The moon would guide the night, its phases marking the passage of time, its light a beacon in the darkness. He threw stars across the sky like sparkling diamonds. These stars would be the guardians of the night, their twinkling lights a reminder of the vastness of the universe and the mysteries it held. He made mountains, rivers, and valleys. Each feature of the landscape was crafted with care, designed to support the myriad forms of life that would call this planet home. The mountains stood as sentinels, the rivers as lifelines, and the valleys as cradles of biodiversity. He filled the oceans with life, and the air with the wind's breath. The oceans teemed with creatures of all shapes and sizes, while the wind carried the seeds of life across the land, ensuring that every corner of the earth would be touched by his creation. Kandakoro Kamuy, happy with his work, needed a guardian for the world. He chose Chikap Kamuy, the wise old owl. With big, watchful eyes, Chikap Kamuy could see everything that happened on Earth. He sat on the tallest mountain, watching over the land, the rivers and the seas. He watched the animals in the forest, the fish in the ocean, and the birds in the sky. Chikap Kamuy became the protector of balance. He made sure everything lived in peace. His wisdom kept everyone safe and sound. The world, now full of life, was still missing something. Kandakoro Kamuy wanted beings who could enjoy the beauty he had made, beings who could live peacefully with nature. From the earth's soil, he shaped figures that looked like him. He breathed life into them and they woke up, the Ainu, the first people. The Ainu, filled with awe, opened their eyes to the world. They saw the sun, moon, stars, and all the wonders of nature. They felt close to the animals, the plants, and the land itself. They knew they were a part of nature, not separate from it. Kandakoro Kamuy, happy with the Ainu, gave them the gift of language. He taught them how to talk to each other and to the spirits of the world. The Ainu promised to respect the Kamuy and live peacefully with nature. They knew the earth was a special gift, and they treated it with care. They lived in balance, taking only what they needed and giving back to the earth. The Ainu saw the Kamuy in everything. They knew the wind carried messages from the spirits. The rustling leaves were whispers from the forest, and the animals were their family. Their lives followed the rhythms of nature. They celebrated the changing seasons, life and death, and the delicate balance of everything. The Ainu believed animal spirits lived in the mountains. They held ceremonies to honor these spirits, asking for their guidance and protection. Every time they hunted, it was a sacred event, a conversation with the divine. They thanked the animal for its sacrifice and made sure its spirit returned to the mountains with respect. The Ainu creation story isn't just a story from the past. It's a living story seen in how the Ainu live. Even today, their culture respects nature and how everything is connected. Their art, music, and stories are full of animals, plants, and the elements, reminding them of their special bond with nature. You can still hear whispers of Kandakoro Kamuy's creation song. They echo in the rustling leaves, the crashing waves, and the hoot of the owl at night. The Ainu creation myth reminds us to live in balance with respect and thankfulness. This ancient story, passed down through generations, speaks of a time when humans, animals, and nature coexisted in perfect harmony. The Ainu people believe that every element of nature, from the smallest pebble to the tallest tree, has a spirit and a purpose. This belief fosters a deep sense of respect and gratitude for the natural world. It teaches us that we are a part of nature, not separate from it. The rivers that flow, the forests that breathe, and the mountains that stand tall are all part of a larger interconnected system. By understanding this, we learn to appreciate the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth. The Ainu's reverence for nature is a reminder that our actions have consequences and that we must tread lightly on this planet. What we do affects ourselves, future generations, and the world around us. The choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. The Ainu's wisdom teaches us to think beyond our immediate needs and consider the long-term impact of our actions. By living sustainably and mindfully, we can ensure that future generations inherit a world that is as vibrant and full of life as the one we enjoy today. The story of Kandakoro Kamuy, Chikap Kamuy, and the Ainu reminds us of the special connection between people and the divine, a connection made at the very beginning of time. These deities, revered by the Ainu, symbolize the profound bond between humans and the natural world. Through rituals and ceremonies, the Ainu honor these spirits, seeking their guidance and blessings. This spiritual connection reinforces the importance of living in harmony with nature. As we live in our modern world, let's remember the wisdom of the Ainu. In the hustle and bustle of urban life, it's easy to forget our roots and the natural world that sustains us. By incorporating the Ainu's teachings into our daily lives, we can find a sense of peace and balance. Simple acts like spending time in nature, reducing waste, and supporting sustainable practices can make a significant difference. Let's try to live in balance with nature, respecting how everything is connected, and protecting our beautiful planet for the future. The Ainu's legacy of harmony is a timeless lesson that we can all learn from. By embracing their wisdom, we can create a world where humans and nature thrive together, ensuring a sustainable and prosperous future for all.